Did you just receive your CPAP? Congrats! I hope you enjoy unboxing something truly life-changing. It's completely normal to feel a mix of curiosity, hesitation, and a few questions all at once. That's why I'm here. I'm Lily, your CPAP respiratory therapist here at Sleeplay, and here we'll discuss setting up your CPAP at home step by step. Nothing too technical, don't worry. Just enough to help you feel confident, prepared, and ready for your first night. By the end of this lesson, you will know what each part of your CPAP is and where it goes. How to set up everything up safely and correctly, and what you can ignore for now so you do not overwhelm yourself. Let us start by opening the box together. What you will find in your CPAP bag. When you open your CPAP bag, everything you need is already inside. You will find your CPAP machine, very important, tubing, power supply and cords, and in most cases, a humidifier chamber. There is often a simple setup card included as well. That card is there to support you, not to test you. Nothing here needs to be complicated. Now, choosing the right place for your machine. Before plugging anything in, choose a good spot for your CPAP machine. A bedside table or a nightstand works best. Make sure the surface is stable, flat, and close enough to a power outlet. The surface you choose should also be positioned so the CPAP tubing can comfortably reach your mask. Keep the machine slightly lower than your head if possible. This often helps reduce condensation in the tubing. Also, make sure nothing blocks the air intake or filter area because your machine needs room to breathe. Now, connecting the power supply. Your power supply usually comes in two parts. Connect the power cord to the power brick first, then plug that into the back of the machine. After that, plug the cord into the wall outlet. Once connected, the machine may briefly power on and run a quick check. That is normal. It simply means you're doing this right. Understanding the filter. This is important. On the side or back of your machine, there is a filter compartment. This filter cleans the air before it reaches you. Filters can usually be rinsed, dried, and reused depending on the type. Most filters should be checked every couple of months. For now, just make sure the filter is seated properly in its slot. That is all you need to do today. Attaching the tubing. Now, let's connect the tubing. Take one end of the tubing and attach it to the air outlet on the back of the machine. The other end of the tubing connects to the mask elbow. Once connected, your airflow path is complete. Setting up the humidifier if you have one. If your machine includes a humidifier, you will see a chamber that slides into the sides of the unit. Remove the chamber and fill it with distilled water only. Fill it up to the maximum line, but not beyond it. Distilled water prevents mineral buildup and protects your equipment. Once filled, close the chamber and slide it back into the machine, and everything will be automatically set. You do not need to turn anything else on yet. Now, what not to worry about right now? At this stage, a lot of people worry about settings, but here's the good news. Your pressure settings are already programmed for you, so there's no need to change them. Most menu options are locked or preset on purpose, so you can focus on sleeping, not adjusting. If something ever needs to be changed, our team can guide you. Now, we've made good progress so far by covering critical points like unpacking your CPAP equipment, choosing the right place for your machine, connecting power, tubing, and humidifier. Now let's go deeper as we discuss how to put on and adjust your mask. Now, how to check mask fit before bed, what the screen and sleep report mean, and what to expect on your very first night. Let's keep going. Putting on and adjusting your mask. Your CPAP mask should come sealed and ready to use. Inside the package, you will find the mask frame, the cushion that seals against your face, the elbow connector, and the headgear with adjustable straps. Masks usually come in a standard size, like small, medium, or large. The sizing is based on the distance between the bridge of your nose and the crease of your lower lip. When you put the mask on, start by resting the cushion gently on your face. Then pull the headgear over your head and secure the straps. The goal here is to get a good seal, not pressure. If the mask feels tight, loosen it. And if it shifts when you move, adjust it slightly. You want it to feel secure but comfortable. Now, how to check your mask fit. Most CPAP machines include a mask fit option. To use it, make sure the menu option is highlighted and press the dial. The machine will deliver a steady test pressure. This pressure is not your treatment pressure. It is instead used to check for leaks. If you see a green smiley face, your mask fit is good. But if you see a red unhappy face, there is too much leakage. Adjust the mask and try again until you see the indicator turn green. Once finished, press the dial to stop the test and return to the home screen. This simple step can save you hours of frustration later. Understanding the screen and sleep report. In the morning, your CPAP will show a sleep report. This report tells you how many hours you used the machine, whether your mask seal was good, and how your night went overall. A green smiley face means your mask fit was good. However, a red unhappy face means it may need cleaning or adjustments. Think of this screen as feedback, not judgment. It helps you learn and improve over time. Now, using the machine at night. When you're ready for bed, press the start button on top of the machine. Some machines will also start automatically when you breathe into the mask. Most CPAP machines usually start at a low pressure and gradually increase. This is totally normal and designed to help you fall asleep comfortably. If the screen goes dark, that does not mean the machine has stopped. It's only indicating that the light has turned off to protect your sleep. Your therapy continues undisturbed in the background. Now, getting up during the night. If you need to get up during the night, you do not need to remove the entire mask. Simply disconnect the tubing from the elbow and your CPAP machine will stop automatically. When you return, reconnect the tubing and therapy will resume. This makes nighttime interruptions easier and less disruptive. First night expectations. Now, your first night does not have to be perfect. It may feel unfamiliar. You may even wake up more times than usual. That's okay. The goal is exposure and familiarity, not instant comfort. Each night you use a CPAP, your brain adapts a little more. Now, basic cleaning habits to start with. Each morning, wipe the mask cushion with a clean, damp cloth and let it air dry. Every few days, remove the cushion and wash it in warm, soapy water. Rinse well and allow it to dry fully before reattaching it. The headgear can be washed occasionally when needed. These simple habits protect your comfort and your health. Now, when to ask for help. If something feels off, do not push through it. Mask discomfort, leaks that do not improve, dryness or congestion, these are all solvable. Reach out to the Sleeplay team or your provider. Adjustments are part of the process, not a setback. Setting up your CPAP at home is not about getting everything perfect. It's about feeling confident enough to start. That is a big step. If you need help choosing a mask, adjusting settings, or understanding your sleep data, we are always here to help. Check the links below this page or reach out anytime. I'm Lily from Sleeplay. Thanks for being here. Take care and sleep well.